JJ the CPA here. Hope you're doing well. So, are we still waiting to file for forgiveness? Man, yeah. Yes. 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 There's three ways, unfortunately, those that had filed for forgiveness for PPP have been locked out or had benefits affected because they filed for PPP forgiveness. All they were doing was their bank asked for it, they just want to check it off their list, and now they're locked out of things. What are they locked out of? Well, they're locked out of wages during the covered period counting towards the employee retention tax credit. They are locked out from reapplying for PPP first draw if they now qualify to reapply for PPP first draw. And for the self-employed, if you filed for PPP forgiveness, you now do not get to use the new calculation based on the gross income line 7 to get PPP. So you don't get to reapply if you filed for forgiveness. So why in the world would we file for forgiveness when there's no reason for it other than a bank saying, hey, will you file for forgiveness? They can't require it. They can't hold up other loans. They can't make PPP2 contingent on you filing for PPP forgiveness. The SBA has made it clear in their guidelines and their rules. Cannot. The first PPP that you got, if you got it in 2020, the due date of your PPP application, the start of any kind of payments, is your covered period plus 10 months. Well, the covered period is 24 weeks plus 10 months. So the earliest that you could have gotten PPP would be April 6th. It opened April 3rd of 2020. That was a Friday. So the 4th and the 5th was a weekend. I don't know anybody that got it on a Monday, the 6th, but that would be the earliest. Okay? So what's 24 weeks? Right? Basically almost, right? 6 months. So you got the month of April, the month of May, the month of June, the month of July, and the month of August, right? Or you can go, well, we're going to go to May 6th, June 6th, July 6th, August 6th, September 6th, October 6th, right? Plus 10 months. So 10 months from October 6th, right? I'm just going to do it. November 6th, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August 6th. The first time that somebody would go, whoa, I'm up on my covered period plus 10 months, August 6th. Right now it's March 13th. What are we filing for? When the government, I don't think they're trying to be punitive, but by golly, they've been punitive. I hate to say it that way. I'm not trying to be critical, but are you kidding me? PPP forgiveness has affected you the way that I indicated. So I'm telling my clients, we're not filing nothing. Why would we? New stimulus just came out. Last 2 weeks ago, the calculation changed for Schedule C filers, now based on the gross, except if you already filed for PPP forgiveness. We just got the employee retention tax credit extended through the end of the year. Wages used for PPP forgiveness and wages used for ERTC, we know that you can pick and choose, but you got to know what you're picking and choosing now on round 2, right? So should be a while before you even want to file for forgiveness on round 2. We're not even in the realm where anybody could file for forgiveness on round 2, but I would say that you're going to probably want to wait till near the end also on round 2 for things that continue to evolve. So yes, we're waiting. I will say this now, because what I used to say was, you can file if you can, if you want, I'm telling you this, why would you at this point? Why would you, when it potentially could lock you out of something? The Schedule C filer, oh, I feel bad. I didn't do anything, but I'm saying I feel bad that the rules are locking out the Schedule C filer from the new calculation if they could get it for draw one, if they already filed for forgiveness. Now, maybe they'll change this, but there doesn't seem to be anything on the horizon. Once you file for forgiveness, you have locked yourself out of anything further related to first draw. And I get it. Last August and September and October and November and December and January and February. And people were, well, JJ, I'll file when you start filing for your clients. And some were saying, well, that didn't make any sense. That's ridiculous. I want to get it off my list. And I was just like, well, okay, if you want to do it, you can. I kept saying, well, why not wait? We don't know what the new stimulus is. That's what I was saying last October, November, December, January. Well, we got the new stimulus at the end of December. I was just like, let's get more information. And then even when it came out, I was like, all right, well, we'll probably go ahead and file for forgiveness after April 15th. No, we're not filing for forgiveness at this point until we have to. Okay? Until we have to. Because filing for forgiveness is locking people out of benefits as stimulus has began to expand. So it makes no sense to me for you to file for forgiveness. Just know this. If you want to do it, then just know this. You're locked out of anything that you could possibly do related to that round. You file for forgiveness for round one, you're locked out of any future changes. You file for forgiveness round two, you're locked out of any future changes based on March 13th. Based on March 13th. All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And if you hear any irritation, it's certainly not against you. It's certainly not against the bank. It's certainly against this locking out of people because they filed for forgiveness. So I'm glad that I told my clients we're not doing it. I'm glad that I continued to tell you I'm not filing for forgiveness. I'm still not going to be filing for forgiveness. And different than what I've said in the past, I'll just say it this way. Why would you file for forgiveness when it leads to a potential you get locked out of something new that comes down the pike? All right, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'd love it if you'd subscribe. And then don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. Have a great one.